Good morning students. Sairam. Welcome back to the computer session. We will continue Introduction to QBasic Part 5. The QBasic is a programming language created by Microsoft. It is based upon the original language BASIC, that is beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code. It is very easy to learn and understand. It uses English words and mathematical symbols to write programs. It is one of the most flexible language, as you can do a modification can done easily in this program. It helps the beginners to develop programming skills and enable them to learn other languages such as C, C++, VB, etc. In the last session, we have completed the QBasic statement that is CLS, let and print. The CLS means clear the screen. This command is used to clear the screen, and let command is used to assign a value to the variable, and print command is used to print a statement or data written after it to the output in the screen. Right? In this session, we will learn the some QBasic statements, that is a print with semicolon, print with comma and tab functions, and how to leave a blank lines in between. Right? And we will learn some let statement and programs. Okay, let us start with print with semicolon. In the last session, you have learned how to print a statement. Okay, the print statement or print command prints the statement of data written after it on the screen. Now, how to print with the help of semicolon. Okay, with the help of semicolon, you can print without a space. Okay, and the print with comma, it is used to print the value one after another. Okay, the plenty of spaces. If you want to leave a space in between the text, you have to give print and comma. That we will learn with the help of QBasic. Okay, let us start QBasic and we will start the program. So we will open QBasic, that is a 6 QBasic QB64. Okay, now can you see this QBasic screen? Okay, let us start now. So here already the program, I have written the program. We will start with a file and open. Afterwards, I will teach you how to save the file. First, we will open because the file is already saved in the QBasic. Okay. So, with the help of that example, we will learn a print space with semicolon. Okay. Now, we will open because you have already saved the file. We will open the file. Okay, can you see here program 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 programs I have already saved. Okay, so now prg1.bas. The extension of the basic file extension is .bas. So .bas means that is a QBasic file. When you save the file, automatically you can see the extension .bas. Now here the first program, rem to print name with semicolon. You are using the print command and you are using the semicolon. So now why we are using the semicolon? The print with semicolon is used to print the values one after another without any space between. Okay, in between you don't want to leave the space, then you will use after the print statement, you will write whatever you want to print and semicolon. Can you see here I have written, see here, print Raman, Manas and Kabir, 3 names. Okay, and in between I have given here semicolon. Can you see in the program? Semicolon. That means I don't want to leave the space between the 3 names. Okay, now the same here. Okay, now understood why we are giving the semicolon. So print with semicolon is used to print the values one after another without any space in between. Okay, now run the program and you can see the output. And all, yes, last class you have learned when you run the program it is creating a exe. Now see this first output without space. Can you see here 3 names are there, but in between there is no space. Why? Because I have given in between a semicolon. Okay. Now let us see the second rem, print names with comma. In between here also I have written 3 names, right, but in between I have given a comma, right. So see the difference between the semicolon and comma. Okay. So it is used to what? Colon used to, you can print the value after another with plenty of space. Can you see the second one? See there in between space is there, right. So only 5 values can be printed, okay, in once, in other afterwards, after remaining value will be printed on the next line. Here I have given 3, okay. If you are giving more than 3 names or text, okay, it will be displayed in the next line, because there is, with the help of comma you can give a sufficient space in your text. Now children understood what is the difference between a print with semicolon and print with comma. Okay. Now you want to increase your text, you can do a copy paste also. Okay, you can do the copy paste, okay, and you can continue. Okay, now the next we will learn, okay, hope so all of you understood difference between the semicolon and the comma. Okay, if you want to give a space in between the text, give after the name print command you give a comma, otherwise you can use a semicolon. Okay children, now next we will learn one more statement. Okay, now I will show you how to save the program. File and click on save as. Okay, now I will give the file name as Manas, and I am not going to give any extension there. Okay, and save your file because it is C drive. The file here, the program is in C drive, new QB64 folder and the QB64 folder. Can you see? And save Manas and just write down the file name. Can you see the extension now? So it is coming automatically because you have saved in QBasic. So .bas stands for QBasic extension. Okay. Now let us learn one print with tab function. We will open file, open. Okay. Now see your file is already there, Manas, right. Now second prg2 file we will open file and open your file. Now understood how to open a file. Now here we will learn the tab function. Okay. So tab command. Why we are using the tab command? The tab function is used to move the print position to the column indicated in its argument. This which statement? The tab statement is quite suitable for printing in tabular type of result. Okay. Print tab statement can be used in controlling column location. Now here can you see tab 10 means it will give a 10 space from the screen. Okay, it will start 10, then I have given a tab 20, then again I have given a tab 30. Okay, and the next print I have not given a tab command. Now let us see the output. Okay, now the first print tab 10, okay, then tab, the tab command, then in bracket 10, the space, the 10 space from the screen left hand side 10 space, then again 20 space, okay, 20 space, then again the third one is 30 space. I have given 10, 20, 30. The command is tab, in the bracket you have to give the tab space. Okay, now and second statement I have not given any tab statement. Now let us see the difference, run and start. Okay, the first statement I have given a tab, you see there how it is displaying. Okay, okay, now can you see the first statement there, the tab 10, 20, 30, and the down there is no space. Children, because here I have given a semicolon, not tab, and the first statement, can you see the 3 names, right. Now here also we will use a tab command. Okay, print, before the print take tab and bracket. Okay, again I will give you 10 because I would first here written given a 10 tab. Okay, second one also I will give a 10. Again the second one tab 20. Yes, children. Then again, okay, it should be put it in a double quotes because you are printing a text, right? Alphanumeric. So now again tab and okay, give the bracket tab numbers. You can give 1 to 80 tak you can give the tab. Okay, now I want to give 10, 20, 30. Okay, now I will go to the run statement and I will run the program, or you can use a F5 key to run the program. Okay. Now children understood semicolon, comma and tab. Now run, start. Now you can see the display, how it is displaying. Okay, this okay, suitable for this tab command is suitable for what? Printing a tabular type of result. Okay, tabular type of result. Can you see here? Once here I have taken both this 10, 20 and 30. Is children understood? Okay, so here you can give print tab. Okay, or afterwards you can give constant, variable or expression. Okay, now next one you will learn, go to a file and open how to leave a blank lines in your statement. Okay, so here we will use a one more file. Now see, can you see here? Understood what is a rem stands for? Remark. Okay, rem stands for remark and the last statement is end. Okay, that terminate indicates it what? The program's end, right? That is the last statement, that is the end statement. So now prem to print names with blank lines. Okay, I want to print a text, some text. Okay, I will take the hard work is the key, that is a one, okay, in first line, and afterwards I have to leave the space and I have to write to success. Okay, so now print hard work is the key. In the second line I will write the print to success. Yes, children, and the last statement, end statement, it indicates our program is over. Okay, the statement is over. Now we will run the program and we will see. Okay. Okay, can you see this? There is no space in between. Why? To leave blank lines in between while printing an output, use a print statement in the print statement. In between, you have to write only print. If you want to give a space in between, just you have to give a print and now run the program. Yes, children, can you see the blank lines? To leave a blank line in between while printing as output, you have to give a print statement. Yes, children, in this session, we have learned print with comma, print with semicolon, and we have learned a tab command and how to leave the space between two lines. In the next session, we will learn more commands, that is input and let. We will stop this session. Sai Ram.